Introducing Visorak's Gate. Bigger. Badder.
Hey Toa, you're ugly.
You're mean.
And bolder.
Hello everyone and welcome to a retired review. Today we're looking over set number 8769, Visorak's Gate. The set was released in 2005, contains approximately 318 pieces, and during time of release was approximately $40. Alright, here we are to kick things off with a Bionicle System set. Now, I will preface all this by giving a disclaimer. Now hold on, before you groan in disgust and go on about how you hate disclaimers, let me explain. This time, these reviews will be my subjective opinion. Now, with the recaps, I made them objective, or at least as much as I possibly could, by presenting as many different viewpoints and critiques and so on and so forth that I was aware of. That's because I had a plethora of opinions and things to discuss with Construction. Now, with these Bionicle System sets, they weren't as popular. There weren't a lot of reviews about them. So I really don't have a whole lot to go off of. So what I'm going to present to you with is my personal subjective opinion. You are more than welcome to disagree, and I highly encourage conversation in the description below. I read everything. I'm more than open to hearing it. So that all out of the way, let me get into the review. So, to preface, I really don't like this set, to be perfectly honest. And, well, let's go ahead and get into why. Starting off, I really don't like how this looks. Honestly, it looks awfully pre-made. It's like a TV dinner you see in the frozen section. You know, it has what you want to look, what you want the food to look like, but then you see, like, the transparent cutout where you see the food and it just looks awful. And to me, this looks just kind of just pre-made and bland. I don't like these solid pieces, you know, these giant chunks. They don't really look good to me. It could have looked a lot nicer being built up using more bricks. But the general shape isn't too interesting to me. The color is just bland. It's very boring. Outside of this blue right here, which is possibly the best part, you know, I like the fact that it's a Visorak head. I don't like stickers, but I like the idea. Although this is a slight nitpick here, and it doesn't bother me, but I'm sure it would most. These are the red Visorak pincers. This is a blue Visorak, so that's kind of a fun little detail. But yeah, no, I don't like how it looks. It's awfully bland to me. It's just a bunch of gray and just with a splotch of blue. And I know they try with these accents here and here, but I don't know. It doesn't really help it to me. As far as functionality is concerned, let's go ahead and get into the functions very quickly. We'll start actually with the simplest one right here. This is just a standard catapult. So, assuming you have a Toa, you know, manning this catapult, then you can just kind of send it like so, and it works fine. It actually works perfectly fine, just a catapult. Now, on the back side, we have a couple of things here. As you can see here, we have these two boulders just sitting right here at rest. Now, what you're supposed to do is you push this axle back here, and then you pull this up, and you push the axle forward again to hold this in place. And then what this is meant for is you have the Toa kind of sit right there, and then you tilt this forward, and it rolls out, and it hits the Toa. Now this works fine, and then of course, obviously, you know, pull the axle back, push this down, push it back forward again. I mean, it works just fine. There's no real issue with it. It's not really one of my favorite functions, but that's just because it involves these pre-made structures, which, again, I really don't like the look of, but it does work. It's really not that big of an issue. Now, what is a bit of an issue is the other function. This one right up here. So, what you're supposed to do is lift that up, take any Visorak of your choosing, wiggle it in to the space here, make sure it's nice and snug. You can put that down. And then you take this back here, you pull it back all the way. Boom. Now it's supposed to just send this Visorak flying. However, this is an awfully finicky function. There are times where the Visorak will get stuck, and usually it does, and it's just terrible. In addition, I really don't like how this is built. It puts a lot of stress on this rubber band. It's on a very, very slim little cropping of plastic right there. This has the habit of breaking off at certain intervals, and it's an awful function. I really, really, really do not like it. Take a Visorak, put it in, and there you go. There, okay. But yeah, no, I don't like this function basically at all. It doesn't look good. It's not really that great at functioning, so I'm not a fan of this pretty much at all. Back to the look very briefly. As you can see here, this set is awfully skeletal. It's just basically a wall, and in the frame back here, it does not look great from any other angle other than the front. So I'm really not a fan of this set. I don't like how it looks. I don't like a lot of the functions. They're awfully simple, and the one that is complex doesn't work very well. There's just not a whole lot of appeal here for me. And really, that's about all I have to say for it. Oh, I will mention, however, of course, pertaining to canonicity, if you care about that, this is non-canon. This set does not appear in the story basically whatsoever. It's not a component in any media at all. It is just a promotional item for the sake of having a promotional item. And that's really about it. So, that has been my review of Visorak's Gate. Let me know what you think. Personally, I would not recommend doing this, or buying this set. If it weren't for this review, I would not have bought this. So, yeah, I don't recommend it basically whatsoever. But let me know if you think differently. Do you like this set? If so, why? Let me know in the description, or the comments below, of course. And I'm more than happy to hear anyone out. Of course, you're more welcome to disagree, and I highly encourage discussion. So, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time with another System BIONICLE set. Farewell, and have a great day.